Mario Kart.
And welcome to my YouTube channel. Old-fashioned gamer's the name, and gaming's my game. Mario Kart 64 is a pretty iconic gem. While I don't consider it to be the best of the franchise, I do think it stands out for a few reasons. One of which being the crusty character sound bites, which easily gives this game the most charm.
Mario Grand Prix. Select your player. Let's go. Mamma mia! Mamma mia! Here we go.
Plus, you have an awesome battle mode, great music, and even the ability to silence it if you really want. Then there's the main thing, which I'll be focusing on in this video. Mario Kart 64 is the only game in the entire franchise not to have dash panels. Okay, technically they do in Royal Raceway and DK's Jungle Parkway, but those are merely only used as speed boosts to jump over large gaps and not necessarily to gain speed, meaning that you're forced to use those pesky item boxes to gain speed with a mushroom or star. But what if we were to take away that idea entirely? Would it be possible to beat Mario Kart 64 without touching a single one? That's what we're here to find out. Now, when I say beat Mario Kart 64, I mean that we're going to need to trigger the end credits, which can only be done by winning a gold trophy in the 150cc Special Cup. I'll be playing as Yoshi simply because he's the heaviest of the lightweights and also one of the fastest overall. With all that said, let's go! First, we'll be starting off with DK Jungle Parkway. Now, right away, we're faced with this set of item boxes just seconds into this. But by simply maneuvering around it on the slanted dirt before you hit the grass, you can easily bypass them. Next is this set after landing from that large boost jump. I'm sure as you're likely already aware, you slow way down if not completely stop after making that jump. Then there's the other two sets before hitting the bridge. Again, I just went around them in the grass. If there's people in front of me by the time I get on the bridge itself, I can luckily drift on those slants in the cave as long as I'm careful not to hit the boxes. I know this is gonna sound hard to believe, but I actually got this on my first try. This was by far the easiest course in the Special Cup simply because the item boxes aren't placed in areas that I can't traverse. I got second place, but there's still a ways to go. Next up is Yoshi Valley. This one was a lot more annoying because there's splitting paths and certain item boxes that are on some paths but not all in the beginning. I simply maneuvered around them and made my way to the left where I'd encounter these crazy porcupines. Now, going at the speed I'm at makes it very difficult to turn once I encounter some sort of collision. Point being, I kept running into this corner which would make me fall, and it was really stupid as it would destroy my chances of getting back in the lead. Sure, I could just play bad on purpose getting 5th place or lower, but luckily I have a method that works much faster. Yep, that's right. If you couldn't already tell, I'm playing the Switch Online version which allows for save states. Something you couldn't do on the N64, and it works on the Wii U, but it's a bit slower. Anyways, this course was really giving me issues, and I must have spent a good hour or so before making any progress.
Get your hand out of my face. That ain't my hand, that's your hand. All right, you asked for it. Ow!
Once I hit the goal with only Bowser in front of me, I knew I was safe to move on. Banshee Boardwalk is up next, and avoiding the first row of item blocks can be done as there are already some pretty decently sized gaps. But the next set right after the large Cheep Cheep are the ones that are more problematic. After accidentally forgetting to set a save state for this course and winning Yoshi Valley again, I went back into Banshee Boardwalk to correct this issue and simply let a racer or two pass in front of me so that I can quickly follow behind and miss the block entirely. Then, once you get in the house section, there will be some scattered outside the exit, but by basically either lining myself upright or getting insanely lucky, I can pull this off. Nothing really related, but I did want to mention this. Wait, what? I had no idea this was a thing! You get small, and you can collide into bags. This might be common knowledge to some, but this is news to me. But anyways, I finished the race with oldie Bowser and Wario in front of me. This one wasn't quite as bad as Yoshi Valley, but it did take me a few tries. Moving on, we come to the ultimate challenge, Rainbow Road. Now, I could probably just play this casually, seeing as all the item blocks in this course have gaps we can use to our advantage, but I'm actually going to be saving myself time and simply do the Rainbow Road skip. For those of you who don't know what it entails, we basically just need to veer off to the right at the start, then quickly back to the left and jump over the fence so that we can line ourselves up with the road. Then we just play through as normal without touching any item boxes. Even though rubber banding exists, which makes the computer players faster when behind, you can essentially take your time in this method to avoid the boxes and then just repeat the process with save states until you win. Confirming that it is indeed possible to beat Mario Kart 64 without touching a single item box. I'm in shock that this is even possible, considering all the circumstances that come with the 150cc. But somehow, thanks to some drifting, skips, and ridiculous amounts of luck, we were able to pull it off. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and consider subscribing so that I can keep making more videos. And as always, stay safe, stay strong, stay silly. This is Old Fashioned Gamer, signing off.